author is one way difficult. The other way, it's getting into the market. That's another difficulty that we have actually. I mean, in reality, so a lot of authors who are publishing independently know that difficulty, and I really have to thank Just Books for extending their support and supporting independent authors like us for not just placing our books in your store, but also supporting us by doing these author meets. Thank you so much. Um, so to start off, this is my book. It's called Talk Without Fear, and it simply is a one-stop solution that I can say for learning the art of creation, curation, and presentation of content. Now, to start off with my journey, it's been about 10 years that I've been in the public speaking industry. And I have realized that there are many people like us, like me, who struggled when I got into a particular community. Like I would say, uh, when I moved from my school to college itself, I figured out that communication is one of the key important aspects that someone has to possess, an individual has to possess. Now, when I say communication, it's more on speaking with confidence. Now, I won't talk about professional communication as such as of now, but to start off, at least communicating with people around you, that is a strength that we need to possess. And that is something that I realized as in when I stepped out of school and got into my college. Uh, the biggest lesson that I learned is that the moment you're not able to communicate your thoughts, or the moment you're not able to communicate what is in your mind, there is no purpose of whatever you're thinking. So, communication is one of the most important aspects that we have to learn. And there was this one particular incident that happened with me in college, and that changed me altogether. So, I come from a school where, though we are called an English medium school, most of the times we used to talk in school was our local languages. Kannada and Telugu is what we used to speak in. And when it came to English as a mode of communication, that was something that I never probably learned and we never used. As in when I finished my school, in school, small circle, we always feel like we are the boss. As in when I finished my journey out there, I stepped into college, and when I stepped into college is when I found out the reality that there are people from different institutions who have joined in, and their communication is stronger than what I had thought. So there was this one particular incident where one of the classmates of mine challenged me for a class representative election. He said, "You cannot even stand for the elections. Forget about standing. You can't even speak to the class. Look at the way you speak. Is this the way you communicate to someone?" And I will use this word. This is what students used to use. I mean, we used to use back then butler English. That's what he said. And I was like, my God, okay, fine. This is, a serious challenge that someone has thrown at me. This was in the first week of college. Serious challenge someone's thrown at me. And then I took it up as a task. And the intention was not just winning the CR elections, but also to ensure that I was able to communicate what I had in my mind. Now, one week, I had 1 week for the CR elections in class, and I prepped up in the best manner possible. I delivered the speech. I got a huge round of applause from my group out there in the classroom. I didn't win the elections. However, I was selected as the second CR of the class. Now, the biggest learning that I got here was that if there is someone like me who faces this difficulty to communicate, there are more people like me who are facing this difficulty and not taking this up as a challenge and staying behind. Now, as in when my journey passed by, I have been working with the student community for over 7 years, and I figured out there were more and more students like me. And the more students I met, the more I figured out this problem exists, the more I found out that a solution for this problem was necessary. So I started working with the student community from tier two, tier three colleges, and even tier one, respective to Bangalore as well. Some of the colleges, some of the students, I started working with them to improve their communications. And over the last 7 years, I've worked with more than 30,000 students and helped them upskill in the form of communication. And every time I kind of meet a student, ask them to upskill, there is rigorous monitoring that is required and mentoring that is required. And I felt that, it is possible for a student to learn certain aspects of communication, at least basic aspects of communication by themselves. And I designed a method called LEAP method, which I've mentioned in my book. The entire book is based out of this method. It's called learn, experiment, evaluate, and perform. So learn a particular concept, experiment it through exercises, evaluate it with the form of evaluation tools that we have, and then perform in the right platform. So LEAP method is what I kind of designed and implemented it with my students. Now, what I used to do was I used to pick up certain topics of public speaking, and I used to give my students a small idea about it, explain them about this concept, and then give them exercises. Now, for example, one of the first exercises that we do with a student is an introduction speech, or we also call it as an elevator speech. So anywhere you go to, either in a corporate environment, or let's say you go to different places where you are trying to network with other people, the first step is to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. That introduction is a lot of times weak. So the first exercise that I gave my students was to create a very strong introduction. So I gave them tips on how they can create the content for introduction, curate it better, and then pitch it in front of an audience. So first thing they did was write down everything that they had in their mind. So when I say write down, so let's say, for example, random thoughts about a person. I'm Ganesh. I'm good at communication. I'm a musician. I've been a public speaker for 10 years. So I asked them to write down these thoughts. And then I asked them to put it down in the form of a paragraph, which is neatly readable by someone. Let's say someone is trying to introduce you. How should they read it? So start reading it out. So put it in that particular format. And once they started putting it in that particular format, I asked them to not introduce in front of an audience, but then go ahead, use your cell phone, turn on the selfie mode, and record your introduction. And then send it across to your loved ones. Send it across to your loved ones. That is where this concept all began. So learn the concept of introducing yourself, experiment it through the exercise. Now, the exercise here was to write an introduction about themselves. Now, there are multiple aspects that will come in here. Now, first place is basically talking about the introduction that they have written. The second exercise is where I will correct their introduction and give them another topic on making their introduction better. Here is where Formula 1 comes in from the book. It's called IBC, Introduction, Body, Conclusion. Anywhere you give a speech, it's really important for you to give an introduction. It is important for you to give a context. It's irrespective of what you're speaking, there needs to be a context about what you're speaking. Even if you're introducing yourself, give a small context. Introduction followed by the body. Body is where you talk about yourself, what you have done, what your goals are, what you wish to do in life, or what you wish to do in your career. If you have a business, where do you want to take it forward to? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years is where it comes an introduction, followed by conclusion. How do you conclude? Conclusion is where you give a very powerful statement. I would rather say a vision statement that you will give to your listeners. Now, when the listeners take this conclusion away, they should feel like, wow, I am impressed by this man. I will really take home something in return. And I will learn to give a very strong introduction. This was the curation aspect. So learn the art of creation, curation, and then presentation right in front of a cell phone. Pick the cell phone, record it, record your introduction. That is required. So two exercises is what I used Leap method for, and it became a huge success. My students started giving away powerful introductions that they themselves couldn't believe, and it was a super hit. And based on that particular method is what I wrote my book all about, Talk Without Fear. So it has 18 exercises to improve communication, public speaking, 18 different 18 different exercises, 14 different topics, where it will help you not just learn one particular aspect, because there are 18 different chapters, each chapter teaching you a particular concept on how you can improve from one chapter to other, followed by evaluation tools that can help you understand where you're standing in terms of speaking. How will you do this evaluation? Ask your friends and family to do it. Friends are here to help us out. And this is what my students did. When the evaluation tool came up, you can also flip to page number, um, I'm sorry, it's page number 193 in my book. It clearly talks about an evaluation tool, if you can see. I have a very beautiful tool that I've designed, which you can use to evaluate your speeches. And does it stop here? No. You can take your final scores and plot it in a graph here. So when you plot it in a graph, you really can see where your growth is. Where did you fail? Which speech did you fail in? And then you can start learning. So learn, experiment, evaluate. Your evaluation is done. And the last thing is performance, right in front of a live audience. And when you do that, this is how you grow as a public speaker. And I believe anybody reading through this book can become a public speaker all by themselves without any mentoring or monitoring required by an external person. All of this is one of the true examples of a self-help. And I proudly say this because I took about 2 years of my time to write this book itself, trying to understand where it is important for a particular person to improve on, where it is important for a person to work on in specific to public speaking and communication. Now, every time I wrote an exercise and an evaluation tool was applied to it, I had a few students with me who were working along with me to test this out. And every time I did this, it was a success, proven success. So I'll give you an example. So last year, we organized a talk show called A Plus Talks. A Plus Talks is an exclusive talk show for students aged between 8 to 22 years. Now, 15 of my children, I call them my children, proudly my children, gave their talks last year. 15 of them, they nailed the show. We trained together for almost a year and a half. I used the LEAP method with these students and proven success. A student who is in class 3 went onto the stage, delivered a 5-minute speech in front of 500 plus audience. Now I'm talking about an 8-year-old kid. When an 8-year-old kid can do it, everybody else can do it as well. It's just that we have to work on conquering that fear. And like I say in the book, fear is just not running away with what is in front of us. No, fear is fighting what is in front of us and rising up above that fear, like a beacon of light. And the intention is to ensure that students or anybody who's reading the book, anybody who wants to improve communication, follow the tools and to upskill. And it is possible to upskill all by themselves without anybody's support, because the only advantage we humans have over the other beings is the power to communicate. And this power to communicate can be leveraged only by us. And it's just that few tools that we need here and there, which is present in my book. So this is a small overview of what my book is and how I got to write this. And yes, over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks Ganesh for your, a lot of things that you explained. So I'm going through the book now. So a lot of good illustrations, people can't just read the theory, and if they go through the illustrations, they're really good actually. So this is a real, book for, who are really interested to, come up in life. I mean, to express themselves.
Absolutely.
So that is what I'm not completely read thoroughly, but whatever you were saying, just going through that. So this is really good. Participants, you can just, if you have any queries, you can just question Ganesh, and whatever doubts you have with respect to, public speaking, a lot of stuff which you have doubts, to talk with the author. These books are available on Amazon and also at Just Books. So you can get a copy of that probably in within a week's time. You will get the copy, and on Amazon also it is available. So if you have any questions, you can ask the author.
Yes. In fact, I have another thing that I want to add on before I take the questions.
Yes.
So there's another idea that I had for the book. So I wanted one particular person to take through the journey. It shouldn't be me. So the idea was to introduce a mascot. So if you can see here, there's a mascot in this book. I have named him the Champ. Now the Champ here is, the public speaking expert who is going to take the reader through the journey, right? And all these chapters that I have multiple illustrations that's written by a very good friend of mine called Tanvi. She's done this, and it's not just about reading the content that's there, it's also living it, experiencing it in the form of visual expressions. And that is what gives life to this book as well. So when you're reading it, you also get to see the image. You also get to see a sketch that's there in the book, which will give you a very beautiful, I would say a beautiful view, a visual experience. So that is one of the intentions. So there are two things. One, the exercises that will run parallelly. Two, the illustrations that will help you to understand certain topics which are to be stressed on. These illustrations will talk about key points of that particular chapter. So this is an add-on, and in this book, the idea is to not just make you upskill the art of presenting, but also understand that it can be used everywhere you are, everywhere you go, every place you go. It can be used, because communication is the only tool that we use to either sell a product or either to convince a person, either in a business or in a professional atmosphere. Communication is the only tool to survive, and I think this book does a fair job in helping you excel in your communication skills. Right. So just want to go through this comment that's shared by my dear friend Ritu, who's also an author. And thank you so much, Ritu, for sharing this comment across. Thank you.
So anybody have questions regarding this? So any doubts or what you want to ask the author, you can go ahead.
Hi, Talk Without
Hi.
Fear. Congratulations. Really happy for whatever you have done, the achievement, your achievement here. I really congratulate you. I'm very happy. Reason
Thank
being
you.
that, we come from the same trait. I'm also a public speaking mentor for kids. And
Wow,
I
that's
really
amazing.
appreciate the idea, the way you have presented it, and most importantly, really the fearless task of writing a book that you have done. So I think it is a very hectic task, and
Absolutely.
something that you have done is really good, so that you can actually share everything with the people. So this is so very nice. I just want to understand, what is the age group for which this book is meant for, if I
Okay.
talk about kids. So what is the age group exactly, to whom these books can be handed over so that they can read?
Right, right. Thank you so much, Kirtika.
Yes.
That's really sweet of you. And it's simultaneously it feels really great to hear from a fellow community member.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Indeed, I'm really happy. I saw that invitation. I thought, yes, definitely, I will come and join, because somebody has, put in so much effort of writing the book. So definitely. So yeah,
that's really sweet. Excellent. Thank you so
for your
much.
book, first of all. And I just want to understand the age group,
Correct,
because I
correct.
also deal with kids. So I want to understand the age group.
Right. So the age group is for anybody who is above 12 years of age.
Okay.
Now, anybody between 8 to 12 will need mentorship and guidance for sure, because it's really difficult for them to grasp it. Now, the language that I've used in this book is very simple. It's our everyday language. No jargons at all. No jargons at all. If you see it, it's very simple day to day language that we use to communicate. And this particular book focuses only on conveying the power of communication. Now, if you ask me that you have to take your communication to the next step, like you're already good at it and you want to take it to the next step, then I recommend you to start going to read Dale Carnegie books. Yes, they
Yeah,
are
yeah,
excellent.
yeah, yeah.
Excellent. And I would then recommend you to go with Dale Carnegie. To start off, I think this is a very powerful and strong book.
Great, great.
So, at least with the basic knowledge that you have. So, my intention is anybody who has good knowledge of English can leverage it.
Okay.
So, you need not come from a very great background, or I would say, I mean, I'll have to put it this way, because students coming from CBSE or ICSE backgrounds
Yes,
have
yes,
really good hold on English communication. But when you look at state boards, or if you go to tier 2, tier 3 cities, it's reality. Let's accept it that students feel difficult
yes.
to communicate. So anybody who has basic knowledge of English, who can read through, who can, put in their thoughts in words, right? For them, this book is also applicable.
Great, great, great. So I would definitely go through the book, and I like the concepts, the three concepts I just heard. You were talking about leap. You were talking about the
Correct.
recording, or the practice sessions, as I
Right.
call it, and then yes, of course, the IBC that you were talking about, introduction, body, and
Body
conclusion.
conclusion. Yes.
Right? Everybody, we can understand what is it exactly, right? So very
Right.
nicely done. I mean, leap is something that I could relate to, because I have my own concept of very similar to that.
Oh, that's
So very
wonderful. Okay.
nicely done. I would love to go through the tools actually that you were talking about.
Right.
So tools
Yes.
is something that I would love to understand, and how the students
Correct.
can use that tool. So for that, obviously, definitely, I'm asking all this for, because I take up the session. So if it is something that
Right.
is for above 12 years, so I can obviously recommend the book, telling that they,
Correct.
in case they want to
Yes.
just lie down sometime back and just understand how they can go about things. So
Right.
I first want to read the book. That is the reason. In the beginning, I asked Priya, "Is the book available with you?" So that I can
Okay.
go through it, and then obviously, I can ask somebody to, just take it further. Very nice job. I'm really happy with the way you have done things and the background. The important is the schooling aspect that you talk about.
Correct.
Schooling matters a lot. So
Right.
everyone is not that fortunate also. So for them,
Correct.
it is
Absolutely.
sometimes difficult.
All right, great job done. I'm really happy to meet you again.
Thank you so much.
Hope we connect sometime later in case you want to get back to India. It's really lovely talking to you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well
so
and
just another point to add on to what you were sharing. So basically, the idea of having this particular tool. So if you, I'm going to show it out. So you can see here that there are several aspects that you can, basically judge your speech on. So it starts with content, it starts with body language, voice modulation.
Yes, of course, voice modulation. True.
All of this comes into place. So when you do this, you're not just evaluating someone's speech, or you're not just getting evaluated, but you're also deeply understanding the concept.
Right.
So like you said, evaluation tools are very important in today's time because we are in the era of self-paced learning. And this particular point of time, self-paced learning is I would say, future. And for this, one of these tools will help you learn all by yourself.
Of course. Great. So I said, no, I'm interested in the tools because, some things are really common: voice modulation, body language, eye contact, gestures and everything. So great. Yeah. Good. So, all right. Very nice. Yes. Let's connect. Let's connect sometime. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lovely. Done with so many questions that I had in my mind. So maybe hand over to somebody else. Thank you. Priya.
Yeah. Thanks, Kirtika. So,
okay.
It was a nice discussion. I mean, any other questions to be, from the participants can go ahead. Another 5-10 minutes. So, or anything else that Ganesh should tell for, the youth now, what should they do and how can they, help them to come out of the fear of talking? If you can guide us in that.
Definitely. I think one of the key things that as a student must, understand and they must know is that when you are stepping into the college life, right? When a student is stepping into their college life, it's really important for them to focus not just on their technical skills, right? Today's education is this way, where you're focused more on learning technical aspects. However, on the other end, there are a lot of non-technical skills that you will need to acquire. And under these non-technical skills, 70% of the skills, or in fact, I would rather say about 90% of the skills requires the aspect of communication. I don't care how you learn communication, what mode you use. It's your choice. Here's a tool that I've given. Here's a tool that I've presented to you. You can use any format of communication that you wish to learn. However, please learn, because one point of time, either when you're sitting for your placements, or when you are going to do your masters, or when you're going to take over your parents' business, communication is the key. Now, the moment you start learning these skills, there will be no other person happier than you. You are going to be the most happiest person. You will feel like on top of the world because you know how to communicate your thoughts with someone. So irrespective of whatever you're doing, irrespective of what course you are in, whatever stream that you've chosen, communication is important. Let me tell you an incident. I'll share an incident with you. So this was with one of the students in Tier 2 city. And that kid was excellent in his studies. Like, teachers used to tell me that every semester he scores 100 on 100 in minimum one subject. Minimum a subject, 100 on 100 guaranteed. That's how good he was in his studies. Now, surprising factor was that this kid was never getting placed. Now, I got to meet him when I went to, I go as a consultant. I sit with a lot of companies during the final placements, judge the students' behaviors. So I got to meet him in one of the final interviews for a company that he was sitting in. Now I realized, I looked at his scorecard and I was so happy that, my God, this guy is doing really great. I really want to see how he's going to be able to communicate to the panel. Now, I sat in, so the panel asked to introduce himself. His introduction was just in a span of 15 seconds. That's it, 15 seconds. He spoke about, he introduced himself with his name, spoke about his parents, what stream he is in, what his hobbies are, and that's it. And the next set of questions that were asked, he couldn't answer a single question. Now I sensed that this kid knows how to answer, but then doesn't know where to start. So I asked the panel to give me 10 minutes of time to sit with him and talk to him. Now I had a conversation with him about why it is important to share his thoughts about the questions that the panel have asked in his mind in his own format. It's okay, forget the language, forget you're talking in English. With how much ever you know, please communicate it. After 10 minutes, he came into the interview room, gave his interview, shared all his answers. I thought his interview is going to end in a span of 15 minutes, but that interview went on for 45 minutes and he got through to the job. And the point is, the fear is in here. The fear is in here. What is the other person going to think about me? Judgment. How is someone going to judge me? How will they feel? What if they start teasing me? What if I feel bad? What will happen? So these are the thoughts that will be running in our head. So get out of these thoughts. Communicate. Share your thoughts. It's okay what language you use. It's fine. But communicate, very important. The point he was able to communicate is when he got through the job. And this is the problem that I see in our country with a lot of youngsters. You're excellent with your academics, with your technical skills, top notch, hands down, nobody can beat you. But when it comes to non-technical skills, written communication or spoken communication, very weak, very weak. And I would say 75% of the students get rejected in the interviews only because of this, the ability to not communicate. So learn the aspects of communication, which is really important. Even if you want to get into top universities to do your masters, it's important for you to communicate. In the interview, you must be able to share your thoughts, put your thoughts out. And if you're able to do that, there's nobody who's greater than you. So that's a pro tip that I would like to give for all the students who are going to listen to me, who are listening to me as well.
Thanks, Ganesh. Thanks. The talk was really good.
Thank you so much.
What is your next? Any idea of your second book, or what is in your mind? Actually, this is really good. Actually, Talk Without Fear is a really marvel, novel. I really liked it. So we will promote that in all our stores. So just
Lovely.
wanted to
Thank you
check
so
what
much.
is in your mind. What next you can come up with a book? What is your, idea as an author next?
Okay, so basically to write a book was never my thought until I figured out that, people can do it all by themselves. Students can do it all by themselves. And that's why I wrote this book, and took quite some time to write it as well. So I have frankly speaking, no thoughts as such to write a next book. But I would really love to write one with reference to where it can help my readers, where it can help upskill. So the focus is more on the lines of upskilling. The next set of thoughts that I'm having is how students can leverage social media platforms. We have so many social media platforms that are available on our fingertips today, how we can leverage it and create our own personal brand. This is something that I've been working for the last 6 years on, creating student personal brandings. So how one can create their own brand, present it to, an interviewer, or, present it to a, prospective client, whoever it is. A personal brand, very, very important. So I'll give you a small example. Every time I meet someone, I don't hand over a, visiting card. No, I don't have that concept. I rather hand over a bookmark. Now the bookmark has my name, what I do, my TED Talk link, my work, all of it written in it, with on top saying that believe in your dreams and yourself to witness true happiness and success, a quotation from one of my talks. So I give this bookmark and tell people, cultivate the habit of reading books and keep it with you. So when I say this, people have this with themselves. They have it, they keep it. They, in fact, start reading books. And I've seen people do it. One of another incident that I would love to share is I finished my undergrad college, and a year later I went to meet my principal. And I told my principal asked me, "What are you doing now?" So I took out my bookmark and gave it to him. He said, "Wow, this is excellent. I really like this concept." And he kept this bookmark on his table, personal table. He kept it on his personal table. 2 years ago, I went to meet him, and that bookmark was still on his table. And I asked him, "Sir, what is this? You still have my bookmark?" He said, "This is one of the most innovative concepts that I saw." My personal brand was created there. So, sir, my principal, who has met about lakhs of students, if he can remember me just because of one bookmark, everybody I meet, when I give it to them, I'm pretty sure they will remember. Personal branding. So different personal branding tools that we can use to create ourselves as a brand on different platforms. So probably now that you have asked me, I think my thoughts are running on those lines to create, personal branding, how one can become, brand themselves on social media platforms. And because, if you meet someone, or let's say if someone's talking about any product, the first thing that we do is go on to Google and check. If I'm able to search about someone, there has to be some kind of information that has to come out. It can be your personal website, it can be a blog, it can be, it can be a newspaper article, or it can be your work on different platforms like Behance or Flickr, where you're portraying your work. It can be your TED Talk, it can be your YouTube video, it can be anything. There are multiple platforms that one can use to leverage. This is one thought that is actually running in my mind when you ask me this question. Probably I might go ahead and write a book on this as well. So as of now, I haven't thought about it, but thank you for bringing this thought up.
How was your TED Talks experience? Because TED Talk is like, all about going on the stage,
Right.
public speaking,
Correct.
fear. So as a public speaking expert, when you went on the stage, what was your experience? The fear, I think, is there with everyone.
It's always
You
there.
you just
Yes.
cannot. It's like something like get off the fear forever is never going to happen, right? So how was your experience the moment you reached the stage?
Okay, so frankly speaking, I had curated multiple TEDx talks before I got onto the stage to deliver mine. So I had a context of how a TED talk goes. Because I had curated multiple talks. We had curated about 20 plus talks by then. So I had an idea about how it is to represent myself, how to give a message. So in fact, to be very frank, the person who has written foreword for my book, so that is Rupa D. Maudgil, IPS. She wrote the foreword for my book. In fact, I just wanted to, give you. Her talk went viral. Her TEDx talk went viral. It has over 2.5 million views on YouTube and over 1 billion views on Facebook. That's how viral it went. And I had the opportunity to curate this talk along with and my. So that point of time when I was, having this opportunity to curate multiple talks is when I understood that there are certain things that I have to keep in mind before I deliver my TEDx talk. So that fear, like you said, was obviously there. Before I went onto the stage, I was like, breathe, breathe, and deliver it. So I did fear a bit, but then went on to share my ideas and thoughts.
Great,
So
great.
that was there.
Lovely. I will take your leave. I have something urgent that has come up.
Sure.
And
Thank you.
I'm really sorry for that, but it's lovely and it's really nice talking to you. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So any more questions that we have? So I'll take them. Last few questions. So anything from your end, ma'am? So looks like we're all good. Thank you so much for joining me. And it was wonderful.
Thanks, Ganesh. Thanks. The talk was really good. So inspiring. I mean, can tell even our kids to go through the books. So
definitely.
Thanks so much. Thanks for your time and a lot more. Show all the best and come up with more books like that, motivating books. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for joining for this session, and you please be updated on JustBooks page. So we'll be having authors meet regularly from now onwards. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ganesh.
Thank you. Have a great evening ahead, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Namrata. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ajay. Thank you. Thank you, Girdhar. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. I think we can take leave, and books will be available at JustBooks. You can visit Ganesh sometime if you're free. Thank you all.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you. Thank you.
Cut it down.